Going on, you guys? Your boy Big Dog back with pretty much like a discussion vid. Listen, I'm gonna let you guys know this will contain spoilers for X-Men Dark Phoenix. If you've seen it, just stick around. But if you haven't, dip. Alright. It's like if you watch the trailer, you probably know. But at the same time, maybe some people don't watch trailers. You know what I'm saying? But like this is like I'm about to get into spoilers like now. So if you haven't left, too bad. All right, so Simon Kinberg, director and writer of X-Men Dark Phoenix, reveals that Mystique dies. We see this in the trailer, but usually when we see something in the trailer, something like this is like, maybe it's like some misdirection, or it's just like it's just kind of hard to believe when you see it. Like, oh, she don't necessarily die right there, but it's pretty much like, yeah. And I've thought this the entire time. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's biting the dust because that's the only reason Beast would be so angry with Charles if something happened to Mystique. And so Simon Kinberg pretty much comes out and says, yeah, that's what happened. Because she's the only person who connects all of them. She's pretty much been a part of the X-Men for the past 10 years. She has I think she's probably going to still have a relationship with Beast. So she's already cool with Magneto. So this is how you split the people. They say this is how you're gonna split the people up. And also, he said he wanted this movie to have like some stakes. He said you don't want people to just be falling down. That you get up and brush off and just brush everything. I was gonna show like, yo, this is the real deal. Also, I think Fox kind of was like, hey, this is probably the last movie we gonna get to make with this group. So do what you need to do. Like everything, like you can tell, like this is these, like in this movie, when people die, they not come back. Infinity War, people die, you like, I ain't got a chance to come back. No, this is the last movie, so it's like, other than new music, that's pretty much gonna be not connected to this at all. So it's like, yeah, people gonna die, and that's it. And I think that's good. But to me, when I think about him revealing that, yo, that's actually a death, that has to be something just as big or even bigger. Because granted, I think Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique is okay. Me personally, I'm never the type of guy who wants like big name actors in these superhero roles, just simply because sometimes you start catering to the actor and not the character, because Mystique has always been a big part of like the X-Men universe, but to me they kind of like centralized her and put her like right there with Magneto and Professor X, and to me she's never played that big of a role. It's been big, and plus I actually like the other lady, I can't think of her name, who plays Mystique in like the first couple of X-Men films. I liked her more, but Jennifer Lawrence is great. It's just, to me, I feel like they catered more to her, and then it's like it got to the point where she just really was like ready to get away, and I think this helped. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we're gonna introduce her, but like she's gonna end up leaving. Plus she's gonna play a pivotal role in this film. So when she does leave, it's gonna feel like, it's not just feel like we just did it for the sake of doing it. It actually has some merit behind it. So that's what I like. So that's one thing, and which I said, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I always say, I told people numerous times, the meat of this to me is Jean and Scott's relationship. I want to see how far they've gone as far as them being together in the past 10 years, because I think this takes 10 years after X-Men Apocalypse. Man, these people age really well. But that's something, and that's what I really want to focus on. I could do like, I want to talk about like the trailer, because a lot of people, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I actually didn't pay attention, but I saw some people complaining about the trailer. It was like some of the CGI, and I don't complain about CGI during like trailers, because I always expect it to look better when the film comes out. This film comes out June 7th. Because, like, the Captain Marvels, I bring this up because I hate that promotional material, but the Captain Marvel stuff, like the end scene when she goes full, I forgot, Nova or whatever. I don't know. Whenever she goes full power, it doesn't look good. But I'm sure when I see the film, and I've heard you see the film, it looks better. Like when you first saw Thanos, like he didn't look that great. And then you see the film, it's like, oh shit, that's a real person. Like stuff like, I don't never complain about. Whenever I break down the trailer and talk about the trailer, the CGI is never something I complain about, because I know once it gets to the movie, it should look better. And if it doesn't, then I'll talk about it. But then they were talking about like it shows stuff from X-Men Last Stand, and which is correct, because the stuff with like Professor X, that him like hiding some stuff from Jean, yes, that pretty much was like some from there. But to me, the reason I think I got a lot of faith in this is one reason in particular is because they know how much people hate that fan. And it's like, I don't think they just thinking to themselves. I don't think it's like, hey, we just have to make something better than that. I don't think that's the bar. I don't think as a filmmaker that would be a bar like, hey, just make something better than X-Men Last Stand. I don't think Simon Kinberg, and because the way he's talking about the film is like, he's putting real thought into what he's doing. Now, granted, there's been people passionate about things before and they just don't come out. But the way, from what I'm hearing, it seems like he's trying to showcase like the smaller emotional beats, and as well as like the stuff with the action. I still don't know who Jessica Chastain's character is. I think Jessica Chastain is one of my favorite actresses, so I don't know what necessarily what big role she's going to play. Um, but overall, like the stuff with the trailer was like good to me. Other than the stuff like that looks like you can do some stuff that happened in the last day and just as you execute it better. You don't. I don't think this is not the same movie at all because this is Jean versus them. Uh, uh, Jessica Chastain character versus them. Like there's two sides that are split after what Jean does to Mystique. Yes, but at the same time, they still both have a common enemy. Magneto and them probably is like, hey, we have to kill her. We don't have time for this. And Charles and Scott, of course, is like, no, that's Jean. We have to save her. And I like something Simon Kinberg says, like, at what point do you stop? Like, it's in a situation where what point do you lose hope in a person? Like he said, you use, for example, somebody on drugs. And you have some people who would like give up on them real quick. Then you have some people stick around and just continue to try to help them. And then it seems you have to see what point does it get to where it's just like you completely break. And I when you hear about certain things, see me, I was on board with the trailer. I like the trailer a lot. I like the first trailer. I like this trailer. I like this trailer better than the first trailer. I like it just because it just hits. It hit a lot of things I wanted to see. The Phoenix Force came, you know what I'm saying, from, you know what I'm saying, space. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. The relationship with Gene Scott, it seemed like you have Cyclops front and center, like, hey, we have to protect Jean. Only thing is just I don't want it. As long as they don't make it about the story about Magneto and Professor X, I think it has a good chance of being really really good. Other than that, people complain because people just I don't think people can do anything without complaining. It's and this is better than a lot of other trailers people praise. Okay, I the Hellboy trailer. Oh my God, Hellboy trailer last night. Jesus Christ, I'm already tired. But oh my God, I don't want to stay up. I don't want to go to sleep. But man, my bad. That just hit me out of nowhere. I just remember that trailer comes out tonight. But yeah, this like I said, this trailer did everything I needed to do, and of course, though Simon Kim, like I said, Simon Kinberg releasing that news about Mystique, I just think I don't think he's going. I don't think he's lying about it. I think he's lying because that would be like stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll make. I think that kind of turn some people off. But I think he's legit telling the truth. But I think also it's like there's a reason for this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more to happen and more to come. You know what I'm saying? And I like Sophie Turner in the role. I like Ty Sheridan and Cyclops. I like the entire cast. I just I don't get what everybody else is complaining about. Honestly, I just don't. And honestly, if you were to kill any character, I'm happy it's Mystique. Because I think because for some of the reasons Simon Kinberg said, but for other reasons as well. I just think it makes the most sense. Or you either kill her or you kill Professor X. I don't think you kill Magneto because Magneto it's not going to warrant the same thing that one of those deaths would have does. You know what I'm saying? So you guys just let me know what you think about this, about Mystique dying and the thoughts on the trailer and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Did the trailer make sense to y'all? Like, where's your temper? Where's your gauge at for the trailer right now? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, let me know why. Cause I honestly want to know what's the thing that's turning everybody off about it. But let me know down in the comments, man. Hit that like, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.